Have you felt like there's something off? Like the world is changing, but you just can't put your finger on it? Well, you're not alone because right now, the Earth's energy is shifting and it's affecting us all. But here's the thing, those in power know this, and they're using this to keep us distracted, divided, and in their control. This show is about uncovering the truth, breaking through the noise, and helping you take back your power. Today, we are diving into this energy shift and how it is being used to manipulate humanity and what you can do to rise above it. I'm Stevie Floyd, and this is Breaking Reality. Right now, the Earth's vibrations are shifting from the Schumann Resonance spiking due to increased solar activity, and humanity is being affected on a profound level, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This openness can lead to an awakening and greater psychic powers, but it's also the perfect opportunity for manipulation. How? Through propaganda, fear, and carefully crafted narratives. Today, we're going to explore how these forces shape our reality and what you can do to claim your power. The Earth's Schumann resonance is often called its heartbeat. Normally, it vibrates at 7.83 hertz. This is a frequency that aligns with human alpha waves, associated with relaxation and creativity. But recently, these frequencies have spiked unpredictably. When Earth's frequencies shift, it can create feelings like restlessness or anxiety or even heightened awareness. Now, think of it like a radio. When the frequency changes, suddenly everything feels out of tune. The sun right now is in its solar maximum phase, and it's actually just flipped its poles. Every 11 years, our sun goes through cycles, a minimum and a maximum, sending out solar flares and coronal mass ejections that disrupt the Earth's atmosphere during these maximum phases. Studies show that these geomagnetic disturbances can correlate with human mood swings, aggression, and even mass unrest. Imagine humanity like a giant ship sailing through turbulent waters. The energy shift is the storm. While it could steer us towards new horizons, it also makes us more vulnerable for losing control at the wheel. So, who's steering your ship right now? For a lot of people, that's the media. The media is the most powerful tool for controlling perception. And right now, over 90% of the US media is owned by just 6 corporations: Comcast, the Walt Disney Company, News Corporation, which is now split into 21st Century Fox and the News Corp, Time Warner, known as Warner Brothers and Discovery, Viacom, which is now a part of Paramount Global, and the CBS Corporation, which is actually now Paramount Global. These consolidations create a funnel where only certain narratives are amplified, and the picture starts to become a little clear when you get to the source where all of this stuff is coming from, what it is they want from you. Take a show like The View, for example, presented as an opinion-based talk show, but consumed as a news source by millions of people. And when you have people like Joy Behar, who ridicules Joe Rogan for believing in dragons, it's not just mockery. It's calculated attempt to discredit alternative voices and to keep people loyal to the mainstream narrative. Joe Rogan, by contrast, hosts a podcast where experts from every field discuss controversial and groundbreaking topics. The question is, why does a conversation threaten the establishment so much? That's a good question for everyone to ask themselves. Even Sunny Holston has lately had to read multiple legal disclaimers live during her broadcast due to the misinformation she's been spreading. And she's supposed to be the journalist. By the way, she's the only journalist on that entire panel. And the big question is, what is it that all of this is doing? It's creating moods and emotions inside of you. And you're thinking about things that really don't have anything to do directly with your life today or yesterday or tomorrow. You think it might because that's what they're telling you, but they're instilling you with fear. That way it stays with you long after the show is over. Because fear is the easiest way to control people, whether it's fear of disease, fear of violence, fear of being on the other side. It keeps you glued to the screen, consuming more and questioning less. Everything vibrates, including your thoughts and emotions. Low vibration emotions like fear, anger, jealousy, despair keep you in this reactive state, making it easier for these external forces to steer your actions and your beliefs. Media narratives are carefully designed to keep you in this low vibrational state. So you end up staying reliant on their version of reality, which in turn isn't reality at all. It's a reality that is being told to you with intention, and the intention is not meant for your well-being. Think of your body like an instrument. With 5G towers, Wi-Fi, and constant screen exposure, we are bathed in electromagnetic frequencies. While studies on long-term effects are ongoing, some researchers suggest that these frequencies can disrupt brain activity, sleep, and even emotional stability. And now, believe it or not, advanced cell phone technology even has the potential to deliver subliminal messages, such as targeted advertising, directly into your brain. Think about it. Have you been thinking about something, not even saying anything, not verbalizing it, just thinking about it, and all of a sudden you see an advertisement on your phone? Well, that's the technology at work, and they got AI helping them out. So combine this with the Schumann Resonance spikes, and you have a perfect storm of confusion and vulnerability. Think of your body as an instrument. When you're in tune, you feel balanced and strong. But consistent noise like EMFs, fear-based media, and energy disruptions throws you out of harmony. And who benefits when you're out of tune? They do, because you end up not being able to think for yourself, and we end up defaulting to the things that make us feel better, like going shopping or having a drink or turning on a television show so we can turn our minds off. Think about it. How often and how many people do you know spend so much time trying to escape? Now, what are you escaping from? There's only one thing to escape from, and that is your mind. There's nothing else to escape from because your mind is your only prison. So how do we protect ourselves during these vulnerable times, during these frequency shifts, while all of our vibrations, some would say, are upgrading? We are getting the upgrade right now. Earth is becoming Earth 2.0. I don't know if you've recognized it, but it's happening. So here's a few steps to help you reclaim your power and to keep you less vulnerable during these shifts. Number one, turn off the noise. Limit exposure to mainstream media and fear-based content. Okay, that's a lot of it out there, but do yourself a favor and just find other media. If it's not making you feel good, if you feel panicky, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling any of those things that cause fear, do yourself a favor and change the channel or scroll past it. Choose independent sources that prioritize facts and diverse perspectives. All this sensationalist news is just sensationalist news to instill fear so you won't think for yourself. Step 2, ground yourself. Spend time in nature. Meditate. Practice breath work. A lot of people are really scared of meditation. Why? Because there is so much thought that comes into our mind whenever we hear the word meditation. We think to ourselves, oh, well, that's hokey. I can't meditate. That's really hard. Meditation is not hard. All meditation is just concentrating on your breath and trying to keep your mind free of thought. That's it. Think about the breath coming in. Think about the breath going out. That's all you got to do. All right. These activities align your frequency with the Earth's natural rhythms. Go outside, take off your shoes, and ground. Step 3, protect your energy. Set boundaries with technology. So reduce your screen time, whatever that is, your computer, your cell phone, your television. Turn off the devices when they're not being used and avoid excessive exposure to Wi-Fi and EMFs. Okay, don't hold the phone next to you. Don't hold the iPad right in front of your face. All of these things have an effect on you. Just like if you were to live off Twinkies for years and years, I'm sure your health would decline dramatically. So the more exposure you have to anything, the more likely it is to have a damaging effect on your mind and on your body. Number 4, question everything. Ask yourself, who benefits from this narrative? Now that you know that 90% of all of the U.S. major media is owned by 6 corporations, you got to ask yourself, what is their agenda? And their agenda is to keep you buying and consuming. They don't want you questioning that the food has bad additives in it. They don't want you questioning that yellow dye number 5 is banned in all countries except for the United States of America. They don't want you questioning why so many people have cancer and diabetes and autism and all these things that so many people have in the United States. What I find totally astonishing, which has woken me up, is when you start to see what you have been told and what you have been trusting in your entire life is a great big lie. Number 5, raise your vibration. Focus on gratitude, mindfulness, and activities that bring you joy. High vibration emotions make you less susceptible to eternal manipulation. When your mind is wrapped around everything that you've been hearing, all this horrible stuff that's happening, all this fear and all this madness that is happening around the world, only thing that matters is where you are right at this very moment. So what's going on in your mind? What are you thinking about? And how is it being influenced? The whole point of this podcast, the whole point of the show is to get your energy. I'm not trying to zap your energy. I'm not trying to suck your energy, but I am trying to get your energy by getting your attention. I want you to think about these things. I want you to think about what you are doing on a daily basis in order to keep you in the right frame of mind so you have a frequency that emits to the world love and joy. Because when you emit love and joy, that spreads like wildfire, which is one of the reasons why we have this mass awakening that is happening right now. So the Earth's energy is shifting, and so is humanity. This could be our greatest opportunity to awaken. And it is our biggest test. The systems of control are strong. They got billions and billions of dollars, and they are doing a real good job of getting in your head. And they can do it subconsciously directly through your phone using electromagnetic freaking waves, dude. It's real. This isn't sci-fi. This is real. So you gotta start paying attention to the world around you and how you're being influenced, because most people don't know. Most people don't realize. So when you are getting in those moods and you're starting to think about these things, you need to be the fly on the wall in your mind and realizing why you feel a certain way. Once you start to gain awareness of how you're feeling, about your emotions, you're going to start to understand more about yourself. You're going to understand how to become grounded and tuned to who you are as a natural being. You're going to attune to your soul and who you have been for eternity. If you believe that sort of thing, you have the power to break free. Start small, question the noise, tune into yourself, and reclaim your energy. What are your thoughts on this shift? Are you feeling different? Do you see a difference amongst your community, family, and friends? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if any of this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And together, we can raise our vibration and uncover the truth. Love you all. Stay real, my friends.